Hi, I'm Ranj, the bearded plumber.
Now onto the Veto TPXL. This is another fantastic bag. I can't fault it, other than it was slightly short and I couldn't get my flue analyzer in it. Otherwise, yeah, this one's also built like a tank, like I was saying. This one can carry a lot more tools. Well, mainly obviously because I haven't got my flue analyzer in it, but the flue analyzer, I was trying to fit it here along with all this other stuff and it wasn't sort of working. So yeah, I just as I moved on to the other bag, I'm happy with this bag still for breakdowns, and I'll show you what I do with it and how I carry it. So again, I'll empty it all out. Here's the Veto bag, empty almost, just a couple of things on the side, I'll explain what that's that. But yes, here you've got the Veto TPXL. This one has a pocket definitely big enough to put your iPad in there. What I've got in here is another, where is it? Another Testo 510 manometer, because this is my breakdown bag. So if I'm going out to a boiler that isn't working, or it's leaking, or it's not lighting up, I'm most likely going to go in with this bag first, especially if it's a late call out in the evening, where the analyzer most likely isn't going to be needed straight away, unless it's a bad combustion, and then I'm going to have to run back down and get that, swap the bag around. However, if I do swap the bag, it's easy to swap the bag around, then carrying just another analyzer, then carrying an analyzer separate in its own box, and then a different tool bag. Hence why I've got this set up. And yeah, again, just more LED flashing faults and boiler manufacturer's information. I'm in this one, so that's why I keep on the side there, or on the back. On the side here, this strap came with it, so I just hang some PTFE tape, another Stanley's folding screwdriver. We're a 4mm, pretty standard screwdriver, probably one of the best screwdrivers that's in the market. This, I had one in the other bag and I've got one in here. Basically this is for changing diverter valve cartridges. Here in Holland they mainly have Honeywell zone valves, not the kind that you have in the UK, which is the brass body and the metal head. Obviously I used to work on them as well back in the day, with the 5 wires. Here it's different. It's basically just, you got a plastic, the plastic VC8010 I think the number is, the plastic head with the brass body, but the plastic cartridge in the middle with the flowery shape middle bit with a spring-loaded cartridge. Just slide that on top, undo it, take the cartridge out, brush the valve a little bit and put the new cartridge in with a bit of grease. That's what this is. This comes with the kit. And I always keep it as a spare in my tool bag. Another Backhoes mini 4-inch. I use these mainly for radiator valves, and just, it's also very cute. You know, how can you not have one? Another pocket on the front over here. It's got a little magnet on this section. You can put the stuff in it, but that's just a ignition electrodes pad. But yeah, I don't use much there because then it would bulk this bit out and stick out further, so I don't use that space. So, Backhoes wire cutters, and I can go here. My go-to multimeter is the Testo 760-2. This one goes up to 600 volts. The next one up goes to 1000 volts, but I'm not a 3-phase electrician, so I don't need that, hence why I went for this version. This one also comes with a a dongle that you basically stick here, and you can put a K-type thermocouple thermometer for your clamp meters and everything. So that's in the van. It's a lovely piece of kit. I do actually want to get this calibrated this year just to check it out. It says leads because it needs a lead to be attached in it. The leads that I use now with this, the fluke leads, because they twist like this, open and close, so you can get in there when you need to in the tight spaces, but otherwise you're complying with the GS38 I think is in the UK. Here there isn't much of a compliance with that, but I like to keep myself safe and obviously keep my fingers attached. Oh, just to let you all know, that's a socket and C magnet, because Testo don't send one. Obviously, you know, it's like Apple not sending out blimmin' chargers with their iPhones now, and Testo don't send out a magnet, so that's a socket and C one, which I attach there to clip onto boilers. And good old Waterhawk. I prefer Waterhawk over Hawk White. It's only for gas and heating water really, and not for portable water, whereas the Waterhawk can be used on portable water and gas and heating. So therefore, yeah, I keep this. One tub does it all for me. Socket and C electrical tester, again UK model. I've had it for years, so I've put the European adapter on it and I use it on my job still. Nipex long nose pliers, again these ones do the crimping for the furrows and stripping as well. Like I said before, you'll never find me without these spanners. Another set of Backhoes, again the two different versions. I do have the 8-inch in the van in the extra additional toolbox, just in case I need a bit more leverage or for a wider head for 28mm. But I very rarely come across 28mm pipework in this country. As you know, I work in mainly apartments with combi boilers on 22mm or on flexible Uponor MLCP pipe, which is 20mm. So yeah, I don't really need anything bigger than that on a daily basis, but I do have them in the van should I need them. So here's again another 180 Nipex. The Cobras, and just the normal pump pliers. These are the bigger ones, I think about 250, yeah, probably 250 size. 3 spanners, oh sorry, 4 spanners. The 8mm and a 10mm, the flexi heads. I do like using these. However, with the other bag, I've just used the mini Cyclops from Vera, but yeah, these do come in handy as well when you're doing Valent and Ramia boilers. 7mm and the 5.5 Backhoe. To be honest with you, this is from British Gas, my British Gas days. I loved it. It was very useful, but here I don't really use the 7mm because it's not the standard size here in the Netherlands. But yeah, I keep it because it's just a cute little tool. You never know when you're going to need it, and I'd rather have it in the van, in the bag, as it weighs next to nothing, than not have it. And then I have the 10mm and the 13mm Joker, which came as part of the W1 maintenance kit from Vera that I absolutely love. Yeah, that kit's here still, so all the screwdrivers are here, the ratchet head, the bits, the spanner. I now, in my servicing kit, don't use this particular maintenance kit just because I came to realize exactly what screwdrivers I need for the boilers I work on. Like I said, I only work on, really my daily jobs are on Valents, Ramias and Intergas, and having all this extra weight just I didn't see the use for it. So therefore, because I love the kit so much, I still keep it in my breakdown bag, but not in my absolute daily minimalistic toolkit in the Velocity bag. Again, another 4mm T-bar, Backhoe ratchet screwdriver again. This is the one with the light, the LED version. I do like the screwdriver, but however, because the bit holder is on this end, sometimes you can't get into the tight spaces, hence why I went with the Wearer version, because the actual bit holder is on this end, and therefore that doesn't obstruct when you get into the tighter spaces. It's taken me a lot of years to finally know exactly which tool I need. So yeah, as part of the W1 maintenance kit, there's my 8000 ratchet. Again, a dedicated 6mm, and this is just an extension that came with the W1 kit. I believe these are stickers, tweezer, or trying to split my eyebrow into two, and also for pulling out splinters, because we absolutely love splinters in our fingers, and that's why that's in there. Long extension reach magnet and a little mirror. I do have a big one here as well, but I'm using that one to check the camera is recording every so often. But yeah, this little mini one, I think it's a Rolson brand, cheap as chips, just does the job. As part of the W1 kit, here's the Wearer socket set bits. I think they range from 5mm, yeah, 5.5mm, 5.5mm all the way through to 13. This kit does come with an 11, however. What doesn't come with this kit, and I found, is a size 9. A size 9 is not standard with any kit, literally. This Makita box basically has screws and bits inside it, as you can see. Fuses, washers, screws, things to get me out of the shit and not have to go back to the van for something so small. So that's why I carry that in the bag over here. Another magnetizer, electrical connectors, again for when you just jump a few cables or for fault finding, and a few cables just to use as jumpers. A few, well obviously as you know, the Magnaclean tester for testing magnetite and water sample. Just a few more bits, again socket, bit holders, little ratchets. These are my first original ratchets that I've had for years. This is a Makita one, and yeah, sometimes you just need a small little one rather than the big Wearer one to get in there. And this little backhoe one I do actually like, because as you can see that the actual bit is held in a shallower head, and it protrudes out less. And also what I like is that this one has an 8mm socket on the end for intergas boilers. When the fan is faulty, this fits the 8mm nut on the intergas fans. It works a treat. 2mm for Ramiya on the high burner on the gas. This one's a T15 again for intergas, and this one is a 4mm. Yeah, 4mm most likely, again intergas, and obviously Bosch boilers. This is a 35mm film roll canister. This one I just noticed is a bit damaged. So like in Blue Peter, here's another one that I have empty and ready to go. So I'll just empty this one. This basically, as you can see, is just a 1/4" drill bits, screwdriver heads, that'll just go in there. Give it a little shake. Closey. Done. This one can go in the bin. The Wearer Red Bull screwdriver bit holder again. This is the one that extends like this. Everybody loves this, so I've got it as well. For when other things don't erect, at least this one still won't let me down. And yeah, again, I do like the fact that this one comes out and you can use it as an extra drill bit, extra extension with the backhoe. But yeah, this is just, again, I went for the Red Bull version just because it was cool. Not saying it's any better than the other one, the normal green and black. Another file. These are the Testo Filters, and the Testo plug for when doing tightness tests. Bag of fuses. In my van I have hundreds of fuses. If anybody wants to know, just get them from eBay. They're cheap as chips. Get yourself fast below 2 amp I've noticed that 3.15 is now becoming the norm in a lot of the boilers as well, especially like the Intergas boilers. So yeah, 315 is another size that's become very common. So yeah, it's fuses. Yeah, Vaseline. I had a lot of people, when they saw that one of my pictures, thought, why would I have Vaseline on a job? It's not for what you guys may think it's for. Here again in Holland, they name things in a funny way, if that's the way I can put it. But yeah, basically it's bloody silicone grease, but they call it Vaseline here. And yeah, it is silicone grease. And like I said, this is the only version that they do it here in this country, and I actually like this bottle type. Another tire pressure tester, screwdriver, as you know. But this one came with the Wera kit, hence why it's got Wera written on the side there. I would never use this as an electrical tester. The Veto TPXL also comes with this little chain thing, and I've just got my keys on there, some radio keys, and again screw pencil. But yeah, so that's one bag. It's slightly shorter but wider, and then here's the other bag that's slightly taller and narrower. Both fantastic bags. I genuinely cannot tell you which one is better than the other. I'm glad I have both. If you're after a bag in which you want to carry your flue analyzer, I would definitely go for the Velocity Rogue 2. If you want to carry all your tools except your flue analyzer, then the Veto is probably the better option because you can get more in there. When I was carrying my flue analyzer, the zip this side would like not close because the probe was sticking out, and obviously, as we know, the tip of the probe is the most sensitive and delicate part that we need to protect, hence why I didn't like that idea, that I don't want to get knocked or damaged. Like I said, I'm on Instagram, you all know I am. DM me if you want any more information. My phone number is also available in my bio on Instagram. Yeah, I'm contactable in many ways, and I'm always here to help in any way possible. Feel sharing is caring. I do my best to help everybody, whether it's a customer or a fellow plumber engineer like myself. I want to thank you for your time. If you guys enjoyed this, just let me know. If you don't mind my waffling, my annoying voice, my silly beard, yeah, let me know. I can probably talk more in depth of my favorite tools, what I recommend, what I wouldn't buy. I do have a lot of stuff in my shed, I'm looking around right now, that I wouldn't buy again. If I can help somebody not waste their money and buy right first time round with a bit of advice, I would be more than happy to help. On the next milestones, I'll let you all know a bit more about myself, of how the bearded plumber came about, how I actually got into this industry, and yeah, have a good one guys. Bye bye.